from him and off to Carrington, where I will, and it pains me to say this to the bottom of my heart, but I will be resurrecting a dead career in the likes of Frankie de Jong.
Fuck off.
Where do I start with him? He's still in United, still want him. I do not know why. Barcelona, he's still holding on for Barcelona. United still want him. I don't even want to stay on this too long, but it's just that we have two other United fans here. So I really want to hear the honest opinion. Do you guys think we should still try for the Young in January? Because that's what Ten Hag has appeared to. That's what he says to do. So I don't want to see that. I want us to pull our resources into players, probably even getting back.
Yeah, well, you know my opinion on this whole Frankie thing. We've got Eriksen. Maybe we do need a backup, but Frankie's not leaving the bench of Barcelona for the bench of Man United. I think that's more of a thing to happen in the summer. If it is to happen, then definitely we're going to have to sell a midfielder, maybe a Fred, maybe a McTominay, maybe a Van der Beek. But I don't get why they're still after him, even when we brought in Casemiro. That's just my opinion.
Kyle, your opinions before I say something.
Yeah, I definitely second that as well. While we do have talent that we should get rid of, such as, I wouldn't even consider the talent. McTominay, he's just not up to par if you want to challenge even the top four. So we should get rid of those guys if you want to bring in the
Alright, where I stand, right? Why would we bring in another player when we brought in Casemiro and have not successfully integrated him into the system yet? What makes me think that bringing in another player, who's not half of Casemiro, will be able to successfully integrate him?
Well, he knows Ten Hag's system. He knows Ten Hag's system, so he'll just throw him in, just like he did with Anthony, just like he did with Martinez, just like he did with Eriksen. He's going to throw them in because they know his system.
But honestly, I don't get it though. I don't get it. What's the point of Casemiro at United at this point? I don't see.
Well, I hear he's a friend. I hear he's Ronaldo's friend on the bench.
My goodness. Ronaldo's gonna leave in January, so he's just wasting his time. He could have won another league title in Spain.
He said he has enough.
Right? He has enough, but one more ain't hurting him.
He said he had enough. It doesn't matter.
Right, but honestly, I feel for Casemiro, right? I feel for players like that leave clubs with the expectation, especially really good players that leave clubs with the expectation that they're going to play, they're going to get game time, and they end up falling short at the end of it all. Brian, what do you say about Casemiro? Do you think that Ten Hag should give him a chance to fit into the system, or do you think that it's perfect the way it is?
I think it will take time to integrate him. It's taking a little longer than I would like. I'd like to see him on the pitch regularly because he's
the best in the world.
He's very high caliber. So it's hard to watch him on the bench along with another man that we know is one of the best in the world. So yeah.
All right, that's fair enough. Moving on. We shall be talking about the Manchester Derby once more. In the facts of Erling Haaland and Phil Foden both getting hat-tricks. That is 6 goals from 2 players. Excellent performance from them. Being an unbiased fan, that is top tier football from them. Do you see Haaland breaking the City goal record for the most goals in a Manchester City shirt? Not only in a season, but in the future, possibly beating Sergio Aguero's numbers? And do you see Foden being an integral part in helping him to do that?
Well, I'm gonna say no. You know why? Because he's going to have a release clause that will be active in 2024 or 2025, and Real Madrid have said they're going to activate that release clause. So I don't think he'll have enough time to hit 250 goals in that time. He could hit, 190, 195 in that time frame. But I think he won't have enough time because Madrid will want somebody to replace Benzema.
mean, they have PayPal to look at.
What?
PayPal, you don't know PayPal, Mbappe?
They're not going back for him. There's no way they're going back for him.
Trust me. Messi will get no goal to him. Once he realizes that Messi's hot shit and Neymar is the GOAT, then he'll never look back. But yeah, Jackson, any say on the matter before we move on? Watching the time.
I just did.
I mean Friday, why do I need to put it? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Rude. Yeah, but Fred, you think he's going to beat Aguero's goal record?
Oh, I would love to see that. That would be amazing, you know, because that would mean there's a lot of goals in the Premier.
That would actually mean a farmer's league.
Yeah, you would have to hit 70 goals a season.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like a farmer's league right now. A take that I have is that it actually is. We're in the farmers league era right now, where the reason why we haven't really felt that watching the last few leagues was because Liverpool was also impeccable. But as soon as Liverpool drops off form, you're realizing that there's not that big competition in the league that made EPL different from a lot of other leagues. So that's my take. We are in the farmers league era.
Yeah. Every league's like that.
Into Farmers League, I never hear the words. I never thought I'd hear the words, but let's be real, the last couple of seasons we have been seeing it transitioning, so I'm not surprised. Alright, getting into the segment of the schoolboy football, we will be talking about the school in which we all hail from. Bulma's boys' school got absolutely thrashed by Mona, 4-0.
3-1, 3-1. It was 3-1.
All those years ago.
It was 3-1.
About Wolmer's throwing them out of the I think quarters or semis. Right, and then we went and then got 1-0 again. We lost to Camperdown 1-0. So there goes our defensive record from 4-0 to 4-2. Well, what do you guys make of that performance? Because honestly, I didn't expect to lose to Camperdown. We are sure Mona, we had chances, we were wasteful, but not against Camperdown.
I mean, I'm a loss for words, really. I'm just a loss for words because we played very well against Mona High. We played really good football. I mean, we both had the same amount of shots. We had about 15, but the problem was the sharpness of the players. Because Mona had 7 on target, we only had 3. It shows that we were not sharp enough. You know, we wasted shots. We lost, and you know, it's. I don't like to be like this, but the goalkeeper is a bit suspect for Wolmer's. I don't trust him. I know we kept clean sheets before that, but I don't trust the goalkeeper after seeing that performance. And same thing in the Camperdown game, they were just atrocious. They didn't play like they wanted anything from the game, and that's unlike a Jerome Waite type team.
Yeah, Fred, what do you say about that?
Yeah, I also believe the keeper, in some aspects, he did let us down. However, we're not going to bash him. It's only up from there as regards to that. However, I'm hopeful that the team will turn this around eventually.
Yeah, same. We want to see them succeed, you know, boys and stuff. Moving on from them and on to the reigning champions. We have Kingston College once again running riot in the Marine Cup. Do you guys think there's any team right now that can stop them? That you can stomp in there and beat them either with a 1-0 decisive defensive victory or a 3-0 outright something? Do you think there's any team right now in schoolboy football that can do this?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen Mona, so they can outscore KC to hold a clean sheet. I don't think Mona has the discipline to do that, but they can outscore them. People mention Jamaica College. I mean, they beat St. Mary's College 11-0 and 10-0. So that, I mean, they haven't been convincing. Waterford looks good. You can't really mention Calabar or St. George's College because they've been battered by Kingston College this season already. Right now they look like outright favourites, but anything can happen in the Manning Cup because they always change the zones. You go to the knockout stages, and that just makes everything a whole lot different. You get injuries, all things like that. But for right now, the best option to beat Kingston College is to outscore them, and that's where Mona comes in. And I think Mona is the best competitor for the purple and white school.
Alright, what do you say about that? What do you say about that, Fred?
Yeah, I agree. One of the teams to look out for is definitely Waterford. Yeah, they're a dark horse. I think they're capable of definitely upsetting teams. So yeah, I think Waterford is one to look out for.
All right. Still at KC, the outfit I've seen the revival, and not say the revival, the introduction of many a young talent that looks very impressive for Jamaica. And of course, you all know the man I'm talking about in Whisper. The young forward has been absolutely electric this season. He's been garnering attention not only from local clubs, but clubs from overseas, such as the Whitecaps in the MLS, as well as New York Red Bulls, also in the MLS. Do you think that this is the start of a career that we should most certainly be indulged in as Jamaicans?
Well, it's always good to keep track of our local talent when they come out of school. Usually, I would never advise someone to go to the MLS after school. I see what had happened with Junior Flemings, and I know, he transitioned to be the most expensive USL transfer to League On. He went to Tolo. He's not playing, but he's there. He's in the French league. But I wouldn't advise it. Is it something that I should keep track of? I'll keep my ears open on it. Hopefully he turns into a great senior player. Hopefully he leaves his baggage behind and plays to the manager's capabilities and plays to his own.
Yeah, especially seeing that he is still young, there's a lot of room for growth and potential. I believe that if he listens to the manager's instructions and if he trudges on, then he could become a force to reckon with. Fry, anything about the young player before we inevitably wrap up today's show?
I think everything was covered and about Whisper, so I don't have much to say.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, I'd just like to say thank you to all the viewers again who are tuning in. Thank you for all those who now listen to this podcast. You can find us on Spotify, GC Sports. You can also follow us on Twitter at GC_sports. Fry, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show. It's always a good time when we have a guest, especially ones that it's absolutely amazing. And Jackson, today has been an amazing show. Anything you guys want to say to the fans before we close it off?
Fry, you can go.
Vamos. So vamos, indeed, my friend. Right. So yeah, as you know, as you're aware, you can follow us on Twitter. Leave our questions, comments, suggestions there. GZ_sports on the bird. And with that being said, I think we can wrap up now, yeah?
Yeah, just one last before. Usually I would speak about a player, but I only got like 20 seconds. So seeing as we're all United fans, I thought research on a United youth player, Kobe Manu. Very good young player. Reminds me of Paul Pogba in talent, not attitude. He has the potential to go very far. Really, really far. He's 17 years old, deep line player. Born in England. So just keep an eye out for that one.
Yes, sir. Let's hope he's not Pogba though.
With the mentality.
We all know how that turned out. But yeah, that's just been Randy Savage for GT Sports. Tuning along was Fry, as well as Jackson Bryan. Pleasure as always.
Yeah, I want to
take care. Yep, same to you guys too. And to the fans.
Yeah.